Hello, my water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is a general reading where we're just going to go ahead and grab some dialogue messages from these decks here, taking a look to see how your person is feeling, where they're at, and ultimately what it is that they want to say to you at this point in time. And so let's go ahead and start with messages from the Heart and Soul Whispers of Love deck by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot, and followed by 3 of my self-created decks, starting off with the Thinking Man Oracle Volume 2, the Woman's Intuition Oracle, and lastly, the X Oracle. And then we'll go ahead and add to this with Angelic Revelation 144's Naked Flame Healing Messages deck. And then we'll grab a time frame as to when all of this can culminate and come around and when you will hear from your person. The Time Traveler Oracle, when you just need to know when. All right, guys. So starting things off with Cancer, and I'll go ahead and timestamp these down below. And as always, it's general, so take from it what makes sense for you and release the rest. So we'll start again with Cancer, Scorpio, and then Pisces, and I will timestamp these down below. All right, so let's get started, guys, with Cancer. So let's start with the message from this first row of cards. I plan on calling you very soon. All right, Cancer, so whoever it is that you're focused on here, you might just ultimately get an unexpected form of communication from your person here. You know, more than likely a text or a phone call. So let's grab a message for the Divine Masculine here and what this masculine would like to say to the feminine right now. You are my only desire. And maybe, my feminines, this is something that you really needed to hear from your masculine, especially those who are not together at this point in time. You know, how can you possibly know what they're feeling and thinking if you're not with this person? But for those of you who are together and maybe having some issues, especially as far as intimacy, and you're not quite sure if your masculine still wants you and desires you, there you go. You are my only desire. That's the message. So my feminines, what is your message to your masculine here? Leather or lace, choose. So this is one of those cards, when I was creating it, it's one of those messages where it's like a bad girl, good girl vibe. You know, it's like, which version of me do you want? Do you want the girl that's sweet and accommodating and just willing to do anything and everything? Or do you want the bad girl who's not going to be putting up with anyone's shit? You know, so you're basically wanting your masculine to choose which version of you they want to be able to see and deal with. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab an additional message from the X Oracle. When I'm having a hard day, I read through old texts we've sent each other. It helps get me through, but the nights are so much harder missing you. Okay, so for sure, this is for those of you who are not together, because there's this plan to call you very soon. You might hear from your person very soon, Cancer, but that's not stopping them from missing you. You know, they're definitely focused on you, very much still thinking about you, feeling nostalgic, reading through old texts that you guys have sent each other. All right, so let's go ahead and grab a message from this deck here, guided to this one. I keep all your messages and fall deeper in love as I read them. I see the true beauty of you as you bare your heart and soul to me. I wish I was as brave as you. Look at that. I mean, very similar messages here, guys. Okay, when I'm having a hard day, I read through old texts. I keep all your messages. So, I mean, we already know that because they're reading through these old texts and messages where you guys were really pouring your heart out to each other. And there's just something about those conversations that they keep going back to. So let's grab a time frame here, Cancer, as to when this can happen. Summer season, okay? I mean, obviously for 2020, the summer season is a done deal. It depends, of course, on where you're located throughout the world. Here in the States, summer is a done deal. We are in the autumn season getting ready for winter, okay? So this might not happen for those of you, of course, who live in this part of the world. It's not going to happen until next year. So there is a reason for that. And maybe you guys just need more time, or that amount of time is needed in order to see movement towards this partnership. Some of you guys might have already moved on to other relationships, or maybe somebody's with another person at this point. And there are certain cycles maybe that just need to phase out and close up before a new cycle can begin. So we're looking at the summer season of next year is what I'm feeling here. And, you know, I mean, they want to call, they want to communicate, but in the meantime, they are reading through messages that you guys have sent each other. And not to say that you guys can't get together before summer, but it definitely could turn the corner. You guys might ultimately start a new chapter in this connection around summer of next year. Okay, so something that'll take you guys to the next level of this connection, Cancer. All right, so that's something to keep in mind. But that's what's coming through here, guys. I hope you enjoyed these messages and were able to resonate with it, Cancer. All right, Scorpio, it's your turn. Let's go ahead and grab some messages for you and your person here and where you guys are at on this journey here. All right, so let's start with the Heart and Soul Whispers of Love deck. Let's grab a message, starting with this one that I'm guided towards. I plan on calling you very soon. I just did a reading for Cancer and picked the exact same card. So some of you guys might be cross-watching for a Cancer here. All right, so it's the same exact message. There is somebody that wants to call and reach out. So let's grab a message from the Divine Masculine here. I'm guided to one of these cards up here. Sometimes I find myself daydreaming about us the way we used to be. I'd rather be dreaming with you right next to me. Okay, so this is an indication here that you guys are not together right now, Scorpio. All right, so this masculine still dreaming about the feminine. So my feminines, let's go ahead and grab one from the Woman's Intuition deck. I love you. I want you. I need you. So the desire certainly is still here. There's a lot of love still, my feminines, that you have for this masculine. And they want nothing more than for you guys to be together, to be able to have those dreams and make those dreams come true with the two of you in each other's lives. And so it could be this masculine who wants to reach out and call the feminine here. Okay, but you still want each other. You still desire to have each other in your lives. So let's grab one from the X Oracle here. For Scorpio, I said a lot of things I didn't mean. I'm sorry. Okay, so there's an apology here. Now, for some of you, this could be what this masculine wants to say. That, you know, when they do call, this ultimately could be the apology that you have been wanting and needing, my feminines. Okay, but yeah, you clearly are communicating that you still love your masculine, and they're coming through perhaps with an apology, or maybe you both have things that you want to apologize to each other for. You know, because when we get into arguments, we tend to say things that we don't mean and say a lot of things out of anger. All right, so let's go ahead and grab one from Angelic Revelation 144's deck here. Let's grab this card. I am waiting for you. I see us growing old together. If it's meant to be, it will be, even if we come into union when we are 70. So what's coming through here, especially, I'm kind of feeling it for the masculine, you know, they're willing to put in the time and energy to be able to fix this partnership. So Scorpio, what I'm feeling here, especially for my feminines tuning in, it's just a matter of time before you get that phone call or even a text or reaching out on social media or even an email, some form of communication from your masculine. You know, because yes, it's nice to dream about each other and to fantasize about each other and picture what the future could ultimately be like, but there's nothing like interaction in the 3D world, you know, and this is a person who wants to grow old with you, to be able to have a long-term connection with you, build a life with you. So let's grab some time frames here. All right, let's grab this one. 2 weeks. Okay, that's quick. So you might just ultimately get this phone call, guys, in a matter of 2 weeks. That's for some of you. Now, time frames, it's not guaranteed. You know, time is fluid. It's constantly changing. So, you know, this is nothing that's written in stone. You might not hear anything in a couple weeks, but certainly the desire for them to work on this partnership is coming through here, you know, and that they're willing to wait things out before you guys are ready to manifest this back in the 3D world. All All right. But for some of you guys, hey, who knows? A couple of weeks, you might ultimately hear from your person, Scorpio. All right. So that's where I'm going to leave this one. Hope you enjoyed it. Hello, Pisces. It's your turn. Let's go ahead and grab some messages from your person. So whether you are, again, masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter. Take whatever part of this makes sense for you and your situation. All right. So let's grab your very first message from the Heart and Soul Whispers of Love deck. I am guided to this one. You are the best thing that ever happened to me. There could also be a significance with the red rose here. Maybe, your person loved to give red roses. And I mean, the red is a very significant meaning in that it's a very deep, passionate love, perhaps a very passionate connection between two people. And this is how they see you, that you are the best thing that's ever happened to them, Pisces. Okay, it's beautiful. So my masculine, let's go ahead and grab a message on behalf of the divine masculine here. Ooh, beware. I'm broken and I tend to hurt people. So even though, for example, we might have a masculine here, my feminines, who sees you as the best thing that's ever happened to them, at the same time, they might be fighting themselves in that they were hurt to begin with. They were broken to begin with. And so this could be a warning from your masculine letting you know, it's like, look, I love you. I care for you. You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. But I myself might not be the best choice, might not be the best person for you. Okay, that's just what I'm getting from that. So my feminines, let's grab a message for you, for the divine feminine. I won't ever forget, my love. Okay, so there's something about this connection, my feminines, that you won't ever forget. You're not ever going to forget your masculine. So perhaps at this point in time, either there has been no communication, you guys aren't talking, you're not interacting, but they are still acknowledging that you're the best thing that's ever happened to them, regardless of where you guys are at on this journey. Okay. And perhaps, my feminines, you've been feeling very nostalgic and remembering your masculine. All right, because this is something that they need to heal for themselves. If they're broken, then they need to work on parts of themselves that are broken, and they need to address that and heal it on their own. This is not something that you can help them with, my feminines. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab one from my X Oracle deck. I hate that you left me for him or her. So take that message, how it resonates for you. So I have a feeling here, my feminines, this is something that you had to endure as a result of a broken masculine here who might have gotten themselves entangled in third-party situations. There could have been cheating, infidelity, loyalty issues here, trust issues. Okay, so this definitely doesn't feel good to have dealt with that. But at the same time, my feminines, you're letting this masculine know, it's like, look, I'm never going to forget you. I still have love for you, but I hate the way that you treated me and left me for somebody else. And this masculine coming through, letting you know, my feminines, beware, I'm broken and I tend to hurt people. This could have also been something that they said right from the start. It's like, you shouldn't really get into a relationship with me because I can't offer you what it is that you're looking for, So let's go ahead and grab another message from Angelic Revelation 144's deck. Let's see, I'm guided to this card. If I can actually grab it. Whoops. Here we go. I ran because I fell for you instantly. I was worried that I would come off too strong because I was so overwhelmed with emotions. I just wanted you to be mine, but I was terrified that you wouldn't reciprocate my feelings. And I kind of feel that that's the masculine talking. That's somebody that's broken, that's talking right there. They could also tend to be a runner. They run away from things that are good, that are actually meaningful, especially if other people have hurt them. They haven't healed from it. They haven't processed it. And as the saying goes, hurt people hurt people. And I've said that many times through other readings, so this is kind of where they're at. And they just want you to be in their life, but at the same time, they're broken and they're going to have to heal that part of themselves. They have to be able to fill their own cup of love and take time to love themselves enough to do the right thing for themselves first. And, hopefully in time, they'll be able to come towards you as a better version of themselves to love you the way you deserve to be loved. Okay. So let's grab a time frame here. Let's see if it's possible for you guys to work this out, or is it the end of the road? Let's see. That time has passed. Okay, so for some of you guys, the time to be with this person, it has passed, you know, for now, because nothing, again, is written in stone. It might be over for now, but if it's not meant to be over forever, then you'll know. Okay, they will reach out to you. They will want to make amends and try to bring this back together. But my feminines, for now, the time has passed to be with your masculine because they're broken. And it might be a blessing in disguise, especially if they're the type that's just going to end up hurting you again. And they need to get to a point where they have addressed those issues and their behaviors, possibly needing to do that shadow work so that they end up not hurting you in the future. So if it's one of those situations where you got to let them go to allow them time and space to figure things out, so be it. But at the end of the day, you know, the thing is, they care for you enough to detach, to do better on their own so that they can come towards you as a better version of themselves eventually. And this is how they see you, that you are the best thing that's ever happened to them. And maybe that's why they've detached or have closed this chapter, because they love you. You know, so they're actually doing you a favor by detaching here because they know that they need to. Okay, so for now, yes, the time has passed. All right, guys, so that's what I've got, Pisces. I hope you guys enjoyed this.